Now the platform is realizing that this piece of content kept people connected and engaged. What will the platform do? Because now the platform knows for a fact that this piece of content keeps people connected. They will show it to more consumers. You remember the third challenge of the creators? Engagement. Now, because they have created a good piece of content, the platform is helping them get a higher engagement. Now you'll understand when people talk about algorithm and they tell you, I want more likes and I want more comments and I want more saves. These are just indexes for the platforms to understand that this piece of content is engaging, keeps people connected. The secret is for the content creator to create good content. Okay. Enough with this story. Now I'll bring you a different story. I want you to think of the internet as a big market with shops on the right and shops on the left. And in front of every shop, there is a seller. So you enter the shop, the market, and every seller is trying to convince you to come inside the shop. Right? This is the first step. How can a seller convince you to come inside? Once you are inside the shop, now you discover, and that's the showcase, how the shop is organized, where are all the items, the product, the prices are clear. After you discover the shop, then you buy. These three steps: invite, showcase, sell. It's the same thing online. When you're scrolling on Instagram or in any platform, you are meeting posts, and every post is a seller. It's telling you, come and look at my profile. Come and look at my profile. Until you see a post that we call a thumb stopper. That's it. It's a nice video or a nice photo. You stop, you look at it. I want to know the account behind this post. Now I visit the account. That's the showcase. I discover the bio, the highlights, the different posts, how organized they are, what value they offer. Now that I'm convinced, I take a decision. I will follow this account. I will share the account. I will share some posts. This is the selling part. So taking it to the internet, invitation happens with some hero posts. Some posts will get shared by your followers without even you asking for it, because they have so much value that these hero posts will be bringing you visitors to your profile. Also, sponsoring. When you sponsor special posts that you know these will get people's attention and will get people coming to your profile, this is part of the invitation. Talking about the showcase, how is your name written? How is your bio organized? What are the pinned posts you have? What highlights? The explainer videos. This way is when you ask yourself, when someone comes to my profile, any profile, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, Medium, Twitter, any profile, someone just came in, how can I make it easier for them to take a decision to follow me? How can I be clear? Guys, this is what you will have when you follow me. This is the showcase. Then the sell, you have to be clear. What are you selling? You know, it's known, the radio that is most people listening to is called WWIFM. IIFM. What's in it for me? When you want people to follow you, put yourself in their shoes. They will ask, what's in it for them? Why should I follow you? If day in, day out, you are selling to me, I will not follow you. I'm sorry. Imagine if you meet me today and I try to sell you a pen. I say, no, I don't need it. Then you meet me the next day, try to sell you the same pen. No, I don't need it. Third day, I don't need it. Fourth day, you will not meet me at all. And this is one of the biggest mistakes in social media. People forget it's called social media, not selling media. What I'm seeing online is people just trying to sell. Ask yourself, what's the value? And remember that most of buying decisions happen over time. You are acting as if you meet the person when they wanted to decide, and by luck you are there. That's not how it happens. Any person who is buying now know that he has been thinking about this decision for the last 3, 6 months, or 12 months, or maybe 5 years, especially if you are talking like of a big investment. In this period, the 6 months leading to his decision of buying, how were you visible to him? What value did he gain from you? So that on the day he wanted to buy, he remembers you, and you are the one he trusts to buy with. So we talked about a lot of problems and issues and challenges, but what's the solution? So here is the solution in 4 steps. And this is what I do. I mean, this is the personal branding that I want to talk about. So the first thing is, know yourself. There is something a little bit funny. When I open my WhatsApp and I go to the stories of WhatsApp, I can know how many real estate brokers I know. Because all of them, they take the video from the developer and they share it at the same time. So when I go through my WhatsApp stories, it's the same video. So I know that Amar has launched something, or Damak has launched something, or I have 6 real estate brokers, the same video 6 times. So what's the difference? Why should I buy from this one, or this one, or this one, or this one? Any person in any profession, they need to know themselves first. And here, what sets you apart? What's your philosophy? What's your fingerprint? What's the legacy you want to leave behind you? Who are your target audience? What value are they looking for? What value are you offering? So this is the first step that I call know yourself. The second step is plan. Now that we know what value you have to offer and what value your target audience is looking for, we can put it in a calendar. We can put it in a plan. One thing I advise my customers, unfortunately, we have like 2 parallel lives. We have our professional life and we have our personal life. So in the professional life, we are struggling, we are serious. And in the personal life, we have friends, we are funny, we are entertaining. If you want to become successful online, think about this life. When you are with your friends, what topics do you feel comfortable talking about? What topics are your friends happy to listen to you? This will tell you that instead of talking to 5 friends, you can talk to 1,000 persons online in a topic that you are already comfortable covering, in a topic that you have tested, that people are happy listening to you talking about it. So when we plan, we are trying to help people understand why they should follow you. Not to sell, but for your identity. I think there is a phrase, it's known, but I feel that people know it without thinking of it. It says, people buy from people. People don't buy from companies. As we have established, the product or the company is there, and anyone can sell this product. At the end of the day, I will buy from a person. So when I see you online or I see you in life, I want to know you as a person, not as the product I'm selling. You, who are you? After the two steps, we have established the base. Now, the third step is the execution. As we have seen, one of the challenges of the content creators is executing or creating the content. Here, when we have the calendar, we have the plan, when we have now the different values that we want to cover, like now, once a week, I want to talk about the internet. Once a week, I want to talk about the future of individuals. Once a week, I want to talk about the future of societies. Before the beginning of the month, I know I have 4 posts about society, 4 posts about individuals, 4 posts about businesses. It's not about that every day I need to have a photo of me. And then I have to have 30 photos for the whole month. And every month and every day I have to have a photo. It will be very tiring. No one can do that. Even if they do it for 1 month, 3 months, they will give up. Now that when we establish the different values and the calendar of your content, we can batch create. And this is the execution part. The last step is where most people present and companies fail. When I publish something online and I just watch it, I gave my faith to the social platform. Like I put a post out there and then Instagram, please show it to more people. It's like I'm begging it. How many people have seen my post so far? 100? Okay, 150 please. Then 200, but why not more? We should take control of the distribution. We are responsible. Like we have spent time thinking of the post, we have spent time and money creating this post and publishing it and choosing the right hashtags and the inspiring caption. We have to finish the last mile and take control of the distribution. Obviously, there are different ways to do this. Choosing the right hashtags to reach the right people, doing sponsored ads, sharing in the stories, having support groups, writing and creating content that is inspiring so that people will feel inclined to share it without even you asking them. The point is, there are some posts that deserve a like. There are some posts that deserve a like and a comment. There are some posts that deserve a like and a comment and a save. And some will deserve a share. So whenever you are creating a post, you cannot always create a post that is like this hero post that deserves everything. But at least twice a month or 3 times a month, try to create a post that people will feel like, wow. We'll share it without even you asking them. This is when you will take control of your distribution and reaching people. So to review, even to review from the beginning, we had 3 players of the internet: content platforms, content creators, content consumers. Each one has its own challenges and problems. For the platforms, number of users and user stickiness. For the creators, lack of ideas, execution, and engagement. For the consumers, guilt feeling. Then we said that the internet is like a market. And we need to invite, showcase, and sell. And the last one is these 4 steps that for everyone, doing a personal brand is first, knowing yourself. Second, planning and creating a calendar. Third, batching the execution. You don't create 1 post at a time. Create 20 posts so that you can live with it. And finally, distribution. So this is the internet, and I try to give some examples about real estate. Like everybody is a broker here. Am I right? No?
IT.
IT? Yeah, I feel for you. This is how I came to this country. I came as an IT manager. So I'm a computer engineer by trade. So yeah, I know, like for the life of an IT, fun. Many people, I tell them that for me, coming here, I'm not used to speaking to people. I used to live in a data center. I just speak to servers. I don't know people. So I am like on the weekend at midnight, a laptop on my knee, connected to the server, installing a patch or rebooting the whole system. But then it takes time. I learned that I have to learn public speaking. I have to learn negotiation. I have to learn communication. This life is about making connections with people. And we all need each other. And we all need to know our thought leadership. What's our philosophy? What's this word for each one of us? We are not copycats. For real estate brokers, as I said, I feel that they are acting as if they are copies of each other. It's the same. But then also the developer itself has his own salespeople. So if I'm buying from Amar, why don't I go directly to Amar? Being present online is about giving value. It could be because of your knowledge of local language. So maybe the buyer is more comfortable talking to someone who can speak to him in his local terminology. Maybe because you understand that buyer. He has a family and he's looking for the schools who would be close to his house. Maybe him as an investor, he needs to see that you are very strong with numbers. And 99% of the brokers will tell them that, okay, this is how much you buy, this is the municipality fees, this is the land department fees, this is the rent, this is the yield, this is the service charge. But then maybe he needs to see that you are really fond of numbers and you'll give him some extra numbers. He's an investor. He needs to trust that you're giving him the right advice. You're not just selling to him. Maybe everyone is telling him to buy in Marina, and you tell him, no, buy in International City. Because it's stable, and the rent, you will have your investment in 13 years. In Marina, it will take you 19 years. You give him an honest advice, showing him that you care about him, he will trust you. To summarize for real estate brokers, when you are present online, you need to understand what makes you tick. Whoever will buy a house or an office, living in it or as an investment, at the end, the house is for people to live in. How would you choose your house? How would you choose your neighborhood? For me, currently, I'm putting my reviews on Google Maps for restaurants and coffee shops. I don't say a lot of things about food, but what's important for me, how was the parking? How comfortable is the seating? Did I find the power plug? Was the Wi-Fi fast? Because I want to sit there for 3-4 hours and work from these coffee shops. So what people are following me for the value to find, can we go there and work? So I'm different, where everyone is putting the food pictures. I talk about the food, but for me, yeah, the food is a given. I'm not going to a restaurant to find shitty food. I'm going to a restaurant to find good food. Yeah, but then I look for something else. I will go there to work. So this was my presentation. Obviously, I finished it with saying, "By the choice is yours. You'll have my contact details. We can discuss about it more. I'm more than happy. For me, I find their brand story for the individuals. I give them their strategy, and I tell them about LinkedIn, about YouTube, about Instagram, and how to be present. I see myself as a bridge between generations, because I'm in the middle. I talk to the older generations. I'm close to them, and also I can understand the younger generation. I was lucky to be in the universities in the early 2000s. That's when Google was being created and Facebook. So I was very happy to witness it, and now I understand it more than most people. So my name is Mohammed Kaabi. As I shared with you in the beginning, that link doesn't work for now. So this is my Instagram. Kaabimo. Feel free to reach out. I'm still here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And thank you.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Yeah, how to post. Like if I have a video, I have a video, then I want to post it. Do I need to put a time between each video to post or I can post all?
So the point is, where will you post it? And how good is the video? The market that we have today is flooded. So when someone opens any platform, the platform is choosing which video to show this person first. Why would the platform choose yours? So before even thinking of posting it, how good is that video? One. Two, when you are posting it, which platform? So if it's YouTube, then horizontal, Instagram or TikTok or Facebook. Facebook, you can have both, right? But then what caption? What hashtags? What's the thumbnail you will put on the video? Something, yesterday I had a very interesting discussion with a friend, and we came to a conclusion. If you want to grow online, you have to be a fanatic of numbers. You have to be an extremist in numbers. Because the platforms will give you all the numbers you want. How many people, the click-through rate, how many people viewed your post, how many people engaged with it, what was the retention, the video, if it's 2 minutes, who left after 20 seconds, who left after 1 minute. All these numbers will be available. So if you are not someone who really, you want to go deep, you just post and then go, no. Because you don't see the value of it. That's why, for me, I sit with my clients and we look into these things. All right. And it's a marathon, it's not a race. It takes time. You'll not finish in 1 month. When you are serious about your online presence, you have to go in to stay for the long game. Not for the quick win and then you go. And honestly, I mean, we are all here from third world countries at least, right? And the youth back in our home countries, how can we influence them? How can we show them that they can make it? There is something, I'm a fan of languages. I like languages, I like speaking, and I like human sciences. Grammatically, an influencer is someone who influences. There is no number in it. If you influence one person, you have influence. So for me, being online, I don't compare with the people who have millions of views. I see if there is one person who says, thank you, I did my job. If there are 5, even better. More, I'm very happy. But then when you give, you get. That's a known formula in life. So today, it's social, not selling, media. Create a community around you. Think of it this way. It's like a tribe, and you are the head of this tribe. And we know how tribes are powerful. So create your tribe. And the people will look at you as their king, will listen to you, will hear from you, will be inspired from you, and grow organically. I hope it's a long answer, but
I understand. It's good. Thank you so much.
You're my pleasure.
So, what there's a part that you are saying organic. So, what do you think about if we make art, like if it's not art organic?
No,
Is it okay?
yeah, art is still genuine. Because when you sponsored your post, the people will take a decision. Remember the hero post, we have to show it to people, right? So I'm scrolling down and I see an ad. If it's not well done, it will not stop me. But if the ad is really well done, I will stop to check it and to see which profile posted it. So don't put your money behind a post that is not good. Usually, what do I do in my Instagram? I post 10 posts and then I go check the statistics. So the one that has the higher rate of engagement, so this one has been viewed by 1,000 and it has 100 likes. This one has been viewed by 1,100 and it has 300 likes. So now I see the people who see this post are inclined to engage with it. So let me show it to more people who don't know me. Right. And you have to always post, review, correct, post, review, correct, post. And know that human behavior is always evolving. So whatever you discover that will work now will not keep working for 5 years. You'll have better phones, better CPUs, better graphics, better videos, new captions, new languages. Right? Thank you. Pleasure. Any other question?
Let us check with the Nigerian team. I hope you enjoyed the presentation.
Yeah.
On like social media, we have like when you post content to like even every day or twice a day.
Yeah.
Will not work. We have that. Is it true or no? That's what I want to know. Like, do we have to go look at the analytics, whether it's working or like that's what I want to know. Whether it's
Sure. As we said in the beginning, there is the human nature. And most of people around the world, they are fans of celebrities. And if I would tell any of these fans, you will see your celebrity once a day. Yes. Twice a day. Of course. 10 times a day. They don't mind. They would love to spend 1 day, 2 days, 7 days with them. The question is not about the frequency. The question about the value. If you post 10 times a day and there is value in your post, post. People will never be fed up with you if there is value in what you post. Because it's not about you, it's about what you are giving. If what I'm posting is look how handsome I am, look at my expensive clothes, look at like I'm bragging my muscles, my knowledge, I'm not interested. No one likes a show off. But if you are present online, giving value, genuine value, then people will not mind to see you. All right. then when you decide to post 2, 3, 4 times a day, always ask yourself, what's the value?
Thank you.
Yes.
Maybe, when you talked about post randomly, like that, then, check for the engagement and everything. So now, for example, this week I posted several content on my Instagram. For the first time, I had like 2,500 engagement on one particular post. And in that post, I did a voiceover.
Yes.
It's the first time I'm trying it. And I saw that a lot of people were, so now like, should I continue that same pattern? Like do videos, then do my voiceover on it, talk, and maybe I'll keep getting that kind of engagement. As a result of that, I got a lot of people following me, and I'm like, okay. So, like you said, out of 10, just only one.
So you cannot take a decision out of one. So you have to do it again and again, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And if you find consistency in results, then you can have your conclusion. When something happens out of the blue, it might be an anomaly. But if it repeats consistently, then you know you are onto something. So do it. Right? And then you will know. And then also ask yourself, what was in that voiceover? What did you say? Because there are many things. See, there is the video, there is the quality of the voice, there is the content of the sound. Right? So it's a combination, it's an equation between all of them.
Okay, so basically I'd like to elaborate more. Well, that day, it was just a joke for me. I wasn't serious about it. I just did a video of the environment where I was. And the voice would have said, okay, this is Dubai. Guys, look at Dubai. This is real estate. From desert to what we have today. And you can see the metro, you can see the popular side road. Like it was like a view of that.
So you shared something and you said something inspiring. It's the whole thing. It's never one thing. It's a combination. It's a combination. Try it again, find your angle, and then it has to fit with your personality. Okay.
When it's a job, it's your unique one.
So, and I even showed in the video, and I said, okay, this is the guy. If you need anything, talk to Dubai, you can reach out to this guy. Like,
Yes.
You get a lot of engagement, like what's this, and then get notification, and you only like conditions, your views is now more than 1,000. And I keep saying
nice feeling, right?
Even though I was like, wow. You know?
Be careful to be addicted. Because that's how it starts. It's a nice feeling. Keep focusing on value. Because that's how then you lose control.
So, sir, how do you know the best hashtags to use? Let's just say it's the first time they are asking.
Okay.
The 4th week, it's the first time they are interested and engaging with you. She said, how can we use the
good hashtags?
Good hashtags.
The hashtags, it's she's saying that usually the audience is not interacting with the speaker. That's what she was trying to say.
Oh.
So thank you. It's an honor. For the hashtags, depending on your profile, you cannot compete on the large hashtags. So that's the first thing, because many people see this hashtag has 50 million, let me use it. You'll get nothing out of it. The hashtags, try to be genuine. So I have a post about believing in yourself. I will not put a hashtag dancing under the rain. Right? Because what happened, hashtags not being used, hashtags are being followed. Check in your Instagram, you might be following some hashtags. Same thing, you will be using hashtags that some people are following. So let's imagine some people are interested with rain. And I put rain, so it appears in their feed. But then the photo has nothing with the ring to do. So they will just go away. But then for me, in the stories, you can put hashtag as well. So when I have my morning coffee and I put it in a story, I put something and I write a hashtag, good morning, coffee, morning coffee, my stories will get more views. And when people will see it, it's fitting. Right? And I don't use a hashtag that will have a lot of competition. You have to know the positioning of your account and use the hashtags that are fitting to you.
So how many hashtags like that they can use?
You can use 30.
30. So how can we know that this hashtag is fitting to your content?
Not fitting to your post. So what this post is about? So it's about real estate in Dubai, Dubai realtor, Nigerian in Dubai, or African in Dubai, or African together. So for me, if you check my account, I'm not sure if you opened it. So last week, I did a presentation with the Zimbabwe Business Council. Okay, and I did a photo for the Kuwaiti National Day. All right. So what hashtags I would use? They have to be fitting. So this was with the Zimbabwe Business Council. Right. So I was talking about the business because I'm the Secretary General of the Tunisian Business Council as well. So I have knowledge in the business councils. They called me to explain to them. So this is with the president of the Zimbabwe Business Council, some people networking. So this is how my post is. Then in my hashtag, I put things like Africa, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Botswana, business councils, networking, together is better, Dubai business, Dubai networking, Africans in Dubai, Africa United, Africans United. It's fitting. Right. Then I had this post. So this was for the Kuwaiti National Day. I was dressed in the Tunisian traditional dress, right? And this one is to celebrate the Kuwaiti National Day. So I put in Arabic and in English. So Kuwaiti National Day, friends, friendship, networking, history, Gulf countries, in Arabic and English. So if someone is following Gulf countries and he sees this post, he will know it's the Kuwaiti National Day. It's fitting, right? And then the post is intriguing. Oh, this dress, Tunisian dress, I didn't know it. So people will want to know more. Right?
You said something about you can put hashtag in your story. So how does it work?
You write text, right? On the story.
Hashtag on the post.
On the story. And you can hide it also. It doesn't need to be visible.
Are we done here? Can we check with the Nigerian?
Yeah.
You are not sleeping, guys. Hi,
questions?
everyone. Do you have questions for Mr. Mohammed Kaabi? Jessica, James, Amy, Isaac. Who else? Jennifer. Abisoy. Everyone.
They are somewhere else.
There are somewhere else. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
This team. No.
Yes.
How can like an introvert start with social media? Because like I know for a fact most of the IT team are all introverts and it's difficult for us to start.
That's why I shared my story. I used to talk only to servers.
When did you start when you wanted to start?
It was very awkward at the beginning. For me, there is something I have in my personality. I observe myself. So at the end of the day, I check, okay, I met with these people, what did I say, how did I behave? Then I started watching videos. There is a YouTube channel called Charisma on Demand. That one, it gives a lot of feedback and advice about how to have charisma. It's one thing that I've been watching a lot. One thing. So to evolve, you ask, you learn, you try, and you keep. Yeah, of course. So you try and then you fail and you learn. It's as simple as that. So you start. For public speaking, I joined a networking group where I had to speak every week for 60 seconds. I had to stand and speak. So I put like a goal for me. In the beginning, I was preparing my speech. I memorize it. I stand, I say it. And the minute I finish, I sit. My freedom back. But then over time, I started saying it and I'm happy. But then also I was challenging myself to say something different every week. Right? Then I tried to challenge myself to say things that improvise. And then I reached the point that I would sit in the room, watch what people are saying, and try to create something out of what I heard. So I improvise it on the spot. Right? And you have to learn also about your voice, how to use it, because it's an instrument. Some people would, you know. So I try.
I think I appreciate what you shared about giving value, because back to your question, because I'm a public speaker now. I speak in conferences like 500,000 of people. During schooling days, when I had to do my report presentation, I used to run to the toilet and cry all the time. Like, oh my God, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. I just cry and not even present on time. So, but I think it's about the value and the passion, and then like, you know, it's like God wants you to do this, you have to do it. And then, yeah, knowing what you want to share, I think that, I think for me, my struggle with social media is, I find it like it's such curse, like everyone's saying, oh my God, with your story, you should have 1 million followers, why do you have just 2,000? And I'm like, I don't know, who control that, but maybe I can now with your help.
Yeah.
But and when people hear the story, like, you're so inspiring, I'm like, okay, I'm not Oprah Winfrey yet, wait for it. But there's always that pressure. But like you said just now, when there's one person a day, you get your thank yous, someone's coming forward to get some guidance from you, then you know, okay, everyone do something right. Well, of course, after that, you need to monetize, because it's not just about,
That's the next step.
yeah. That's
But then definitely I'll share
but
two
yes, it
things.
started, right?
See, the biggest public speakers, they still get nervous to speak public. The biggest of the biggest. If you watch them, go research them. I mean, for you, one of the things is, you remember, consumer, producer, creator, the ladder, right? So now you have been a consumer. You want to become a producer. So find a speaker who inspires you and dig deep. Try to understand what he does. How does he prepare his speeches? What does he do 5 minutes before going on stage? Try to emulate. Many of them, I've learned that, like, for example, the guy of impact theory, Tom Bilyeu, he, before going on stage, he does 60 seconds push-ups or bicycle, so that he gets his heart rating high, and then he goes with a very high energy on stage. That's his trick. You have to discover your trick. The second thing I would say here, visualization. There is a word that is very known. If you sound rehearsed, it means you did not rehearse enough. Whatever presentation you are having, whatever talk you will give, visualize it, rehearse it in your head, prepare. And on the day, you will be speaking from knowing, not thinking. Because if you go to speak without preparation, it's like now, I'm not thinking of the words that I'm saying, because I know them. Even though I didn't know your question before, you didn't tell me your question before. We don't know each other. Okay. just to be sure.
So it means you are responding on autopilot.
In a way.
Yes.
But you train into your autopilot.
So for me, I have many TV interviews. All of them are live. The more you discuss, the more you debate, questions will repeat. An introvert, that's my background. So you bet I'm giving you my experience. Right? There is something that probably responding to one of your comments. Why I mentioned Tom Bilyeu. 10 years ago, he started his impact theory. It had other names before. And he was interviewing the best of the best of the best. And people you wouldn't know about, he would interview them in 1 hour, 1 hour 30. And the value in that interview is mind-blowing. So I was checking YouTube and I see these clips of Tim Grover. Tim Grover is the personal trainer of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. And he's a genius. So he started training Michael Jordan when he was winning, and he told him, I will make you a better winner. And I would see this clip in a different with Ivan Michael. He's the guy who takes clips and he puts them like 10 things to do. And then I go and search, I find the original interview with Tom Byler. Then I say, when I search Tim Grover, why YouTube gives me Ivan, doesn't give me Tom, who's the original, right? And then I saw an interview of Tom, and he blew my mind. He was looking inwards, not outwards. He was not saying why the people are not engaging with my content. He was not saying why YouTube is not recommending my content. He was saying the quality of what I'm producing deserves 100,000 subscribers. When I increase the quality of my production, I will get 500,000 subscribers. That's how critic he was of himself. He was challenging himself. How can I create content that will deserve 1 million subscribers? I will not say these people, they are, empty-headed. They follow. They are not fair. And this guy is stealing my content. And this guy is stealing my ideas. In words, right? So for you, emulate, visualize, and be also honest with yourself. Is it something you want to work on or not? I'll tell you something. Who knows Martin Luther King? What did he say?
I dream one day.
I have a dream. Right? He said, I have a dream. Did he say I have a plan?
No.
But you can bet that in his team, there were people who could change the dream into a plan. And other people in the team who will change the plan into an action plan. Not everyone is visionary, but visionaries cannot change the world alone. So be honest with yourself. What do you want to be? And the safest place, as I said earlier, with your friends, with your surroundings. What's your position? Where you feel yourself? You remove all the masks. You don't need to act. Are you a leader? Are you inspiring? Just try it with one person. If yes, then okay. Do it with 3, do it with 5, and then do it with 500,000, and do it with millions. Right? Start. And then it's easy.
Start working on it.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Any other question? So who are the introverts here? Okay, so ask. What's bothering you in your head now? After this presentation, what's the question? No, but it will not work.
The question is, I am very private. All my things, my Instagram, my TikTok private, and I don't care what the society. I just
Yes.
want to be on my lane.
Absolutely.
So
Who knows Snowden? So Snowden, obviously, he's an IT guy, and he's the one who told the world that that the USA and NSA have tools that we all fear. That when your computer is in front of you, the camera can be controlled even when the computer is switched off. So, and he has been running since he told the world, and there was a movie about this. So when I posted a photo, as I was watching the movie, I said, this is an intentional post. Your presence on social media, make it intentional. When I post on my Facebook profile, I only post public. Meaning, if there is a certain number of people whom I don't want them to see this post, I don't post it to anyone. It does not matter, private, restricted. If you put it online, it is online. So no, now what I do personal branding is to post anything intentionally. But what's the intention? You have to create that intention. With the corona, what we learned, and that's why I'm talking about heroes of the future. Now that we have this internet, if we are not there, we are not there. We don't exist. It's not optional. And personally, I have 4 daughters. And I think of them that they will be online, either I like it or not. So what content will they find? And think of all the children and the new generations. And for me, I see it as a race of good and bad. And knowing and seeing the amount of bad that is online, what are we doing? And here I assume that all of us, we want to see good. And then we find all the excuses. Right. Yeah, so. Yeah. It's like that.
Like the world is coming to an end, let's just do it anyway.
Yeah, no, it's for me, it's the future. And I say it, I mean it. When I say heroes of the future, that's the future. That's the future. And I mean, this morning I was with the university talking about to create courses and stuff. And I told them that something I believe in, there will be no full-time contracts very soon. Or in the near future, you would go to a company and say, okay, I need 4 hours a day from your time. And then you have the rest, you can sell it to another company. That's why you see most of employees, they have sold 8 hours of their days to companies in exchange of an employment contract. But then, whatever tasks they have, it requires less than 8 hours. So they sit around the office doing nothing. The company is losing because it's paying the value more, and the employee is getting disinterested. If the agreement was in the beginning, okay, the job description, the tasks that we want you to do, they just require 1 hour or 2 hours or 4 hours. Okay, let's agree. And then go sell the rest of your day to another company. So, okay, this is another topic. So for me, this is my thought leadership. I mean, this is, I believe in knowledge. I was lucky, born where I was born, grew how I grew. I know that I was lucky and blessed. I like science. I like human science. I speak 5 languages. I like history. I like sociology. So even when I was not into networking, I was in my corner acquiring knowledge. So now that I went out, people are finding that I'm interesting because I know all of these things.
Which languages do you speak?
So Arabic is my mother tongue. French is my second language. English is my third language. And I speak German and Italian.
Which one is harder?
Die geht.
Hm?
Die geht.
Geht mir gut. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Doch nicht schön.
Bitte schön.
Which one was
Wonderful.
harder to learn? Dutch?
No. I learned them at a young age, so they were not hard.
When you're young.
Yeah, Italian was easy because I spoke French. Same.
They are quite close then.
Very close.
That's
Yeah, very close. And you would be surprised how German is close to English. Yeah, very.
All the words they say is usually very violent.
No, because see, English is a Germanic language. English. No, see. English, German. 1, ein. 2, zwei. 3, drei. 4,
What
4.
hospital?
Krankenhaus.
You see?
It's violent.
No. Yeah, hospital. Krankenhaus means Kranken means sick, and house is a house.
But in Italian, it's hospital.
Krankenhaus.
That would be good.
Yeah,
But in Italian, it sounds much better, right?
I don't know, clinic.
No, is it hospitalo, something like?
Let's see.
In Spanish, it's a hospital.
What's hospital in Italian?
In Italian, that's
Ospedale.
Hospital. See the technology? Very soon we don't need these languages. So today, that's an added value that I have, it's an advantage I have. But very soon, this advantage will be obsolete. You will not need to speak. Yeah,
No problem.
there'll be translation, automatic. Right? Companion. Yeah, so probably we'll have another session about other topic.
Yes,
I'll be
sure.
more than happy.
I would like the Nigerian team to share questions and ideas with us. Jennifer, Jessica, James, Isaac.
Yes, I'm with you. Thank you.
Oh my God, Isaac, can you raise your voice?
Or write it down in the chat.
Yes. Tell him to please repeat the question.
Hi, can you repeat the question?
Or write it in the chat.
Yes.
All right, I can't, I'm not having any question. I just want to let her know I'm with you and I'm following what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing this.
Thank you, Isaac.
Yeah,
Any more
conclude.
questions?
It's fine. I'll be around. You have my contact details. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Can we take 200 pictures?
You just.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All the Nigerian team, hi. It was nice sharing with you guys.
Guys, come here.
We are going to take pictures. The training for today is over. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned. Okay. Thank you all. I love you guys. Can you? What is?
Thank you so much.